Have you ever considered being part of a national women's organization? Well, today I am chatting it up with my friend, Miss Latricia Williams, who is the president of the National Women of Achievement Incorporated Midtown Chapter. She's going to chat it up with me today about the goals, mission, and vision of the National Women of Achievement. Hello, everybody. This is Miss Trina with Chat with Trina, and I want this to quit telling me that I'm live. I know I'm live. And how are y'all doing today? First, I want to thank you for making the choice to click in to Chat with Trina. And today I'm here with it's like an informational session to a certain extent, mini informational session to my friend Latricia Williams. She is a part of, matter of fact, she is the president of National Women of Achievement Midtown Chapter. But she's going to give us a little information about the herself, of course, and her background, and then the organization as a whole. And then we're going to talk specifically about the new, I guess it's new, 2 years old now?
Yes, it is.
Old of the Midtown Chapter of National Women of Achievement. Hey, girl. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, friend?
Achiever, yes, I'm a proud achiever now.
Yes.
And I thank you so much for thinking of me to join these wonderful ladies.
Thank you for joining us. It's an honor and a privilege that we were even chosen to work together.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's all divine.
Yes,
divine purposes. And so tell us your full name, which I said it, but you'll repeat it.
So my name is Latricia Williams.
And you, where are you from?
I'm an island girl.
Uh-oh. I know, but tell them.
Oh, okay. So which island? Is that what you're asking? I'm from Galveston Island.
Joey Marsh. I hope you hear this. My friend Joey Marsh. I think I told you that.
Yes, I know Joey.
Joey Marsh is from Galveston, TX. His mom is still there, and he goes and visits her all the time. I always think it's so sweet.
Yeah.
So where'd you go to school down there?
I graduated from Ball High School.
Okay. So we would always say Galveston Ball, right? That's the same.
Right, Galveston Ball.
And children, I know you have some wonderful, successful children. How many?
I have 3 daughters, awesome. 28, 25, and 21. Well, my 28-year-old get kind of upset because her birthday is not until November. So so she thinks that she's still 27. I'm like,
well, you done made it over 0.5. So that's when you round it up.
Baby, she's made it over 0.75. So she's more than 75%, 28. Okay.
Let's talk about you and your career. What is it that you do as a career?
So right now I work for Houston Independent School District as a Project Explorer Advisor, which is a department within the Innovation and Post-Secondary Education Department. I guess that's what we're calling it. But we actually provide a college and career readiness curriculum for middle school students. The state of Texas mandates that 7th and 8th graders have to have a college and career curriculum. So that's one part of what I do. The second part is I have a cohort of 25 6th graders, 25 7th graders, and 25 8th graders, in which I talk to them both collectively and individually about their career goals. We take our cohort on field trips. They have professional visits, industry visits. So professionals come in and actually talk to them about their career goal, about how they accomplish their career goals. And then they try to talk with our students about how they could actually accomplish their career goals. And then we take them on industry visits, such as the rodeo, Bluebell, Amazon. Right now, of course, our industry visits are virtual. Yeah. But that actually opens it up for us to participate in industry visits nationwide, which when we were in person, we were pretty much only able to go on local trips.
Right. Okay. I know, but they do, you think eventually, hopefully y'all will be able to take them out again?
Yes, I'm hoping that, within the spring Our students will be able to actually go on field trips and college tours in person.
Yeah. So the next thing, and before that, you were a teacher though, right?
Yes, I taught for 2 years prior to that. Actually, as a project explorer advisor, we're educators. So I've taught at Addicts, Yates, Forest Brook, Fleming, and McReynolds.
Where's McReynolds? What side of town is that?
5th Ward.
Okay.
Middle school.
And you, your degree is in your education is in.
I have an undergraduate degree in chemistry and math from Texas Southern University, and then I have a MBA in global management from the University of Phoenix.
Wow. Okay, it's y'all's homecoming this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my trainer left out of training yesterday. Now he a Prairie View alum, but he was running over to get to 3rd Ward so he could celebrate with people.
Okay. Well, a lot of the students or graduates from Prairie View are actually from Houston.
That's true. I guess that's true. Yeah. I love the Prairie View. Their tradition is so strong there. I think TSU would have been the same, but there've been so many leadership changes over and over.
Right.
The young lady who's an AKA, what's her name? The new president?
Oh, yes, my soror, Dr. Licia Crumpton Young. And she and I attended Texas A&M University together. She was my dean of pledgees, as a matter of fact.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm hoping she does an awesome job. I see she's off to a great start.
Yes. I'm sure she will take Texas Southern University to the next level.
Yeah. So y'all, let's make sure that we're supporting her in this endeavor, because we know what we've had in the past. So not bad leadership, but other things that have gone on. So let's support her and get behind her. So, make sure she has all of our Houston support. So now let's get on to it. National Women of Achievement. How did you get into National Women of Achievement?
I actually was invited by a national founding charter member. Her name is Miss Ozell Johnson. She is a member of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church, and I am also a member of Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. And she and I are in the same Sunday school class. And so she wanted to start a chapter in Houston. And so she asked me to charter a chapter in Midtown Houston. And of course, being asked to charter a chapter from a founding charter member was an honor.
I'm sure.
And so I was honored and worked diligently to charter Houston Midtown Chapter of National Women of Achievement, Incorporated. Let me mention this to me, back up a little bit. How
I met Latricia at work when I started my job at Project Explorer, Houston Independent School District. But I don't know, but we just clicked.
Right.
And she asked me one day, was I a member of a national organization? I was like, no, but I always wanted to find something. And she invited me in, and the rest is history. So I do thank her, and I appreciate you for thinking that I would be a good fit for this organization. It's very exciting. Talk to us about the mission and vision of National Women of Achievement.
Okay, so National Women of Achievement was organized in 1975 by its founder, who is, she is now deceased, but Modest Walls Stewart in Houston, Texas. And the purpose of our organization is to encourage youth to maintain high moral, ethical, and scholastic standards, and encourage them to strive for excellence in career fields of their choice. We also encourage women to excel in their chosen field of profession, as well as we would like to improve the status of women in politics, business, equal employment opportunities, and in all phases of their lives. We also engage in membership activities both locally, regionally, and nationally. with the global render of excellence and promotion of achievement, the key to success.
Awesome. Okay. And I know that Midtown is 2 years old. You started that. What made you decide to start a new chapter?
Well, again, it came from Ms. Ozell Johnson,
Really?
our national founding charter member. There are, I think, about 7 chapters within the Houston urban suburban area, and Ms. Ozell had not chartered or organized, should I say, she had not organized a chapter as a national founding charter member. And so she asked me to help with this. I believed in the purpose of the organization and its mission. And again, I was honored that someone of her caliber would even look at me and say, okay, I think that you can do it. And then, to even be able to manifest this chapter was a great accomplishment and an honor.
You are the president of
I'm the chartering president.
Yes, and your vice president is?
My vice president. Okay, so we have a first vice president. Okay. That is Stephanie McNeil. My second vice president is Yvonne Johnson.
Okay.
You want the rest of the officers, or is that
officers? Enough? Just go ahead. Let's give them a shout out.
Okay. All right. Okay. So very well. So my secretary is Angela LaCour. Treasurer is Sherry Johnson. Let's see. Who am I missing?
I'm trying to see.
Financial secretary is Tawania Evans. And you are you were working our
social media.
Yeah, social media, exactly. Social media chairperson. Very good. Yeah. So.
And I'm going to do the college. It's a shame.
Yes, you are our collegiate advisor, but you will be working on a national and regional levels recruiting college students.
Right up my alley.
Right.
I'm gonna ask this question just from me. So I know that you are an AKA. What is it?
Yes.
Alpha
Sorority Incorporated. Yes.
You guys say it so fluently, like it just rolls off your tongue, and I'd be like trying to think of all the words. But anyway, you actually know family members of mine, Miss Dorothy Booker, my auntie.
Yes, I do.
Deidre Fontaine. That was a small world when we started realizing we knew some of the same people.
Yes.
Because they go to your church.
They go to my church, exactly. And we are in the same chapter, sorority chapter.
Okay.
So yes, I love Miss Booker and Deidre. Miss Booker has actually sponsored both of my daughters as debutantes. So yes, very beautiful lady. I love her to death.
Very giving. If I had
very giving
of someone who's a giver and just gives without a thought, it would be my Dorothy.
Very supportive.
Very supportive. Where I was going was to ask. So with sororities and fraternities, I find that it's a lot of secrets. It's very secret too. And so with this, is not a sorority or a fraternity, it's an organization. But do we have things that are secretive, like we can't mention? Can we mention when there's when we're being inducted? Are any of those things secretive?
Not so much, but you still want to be discreet. Not just share all your business, but no, there's not. Well, what's secretive is our rituals. So the actual induction ceremony, and whatever rituals we have, those are secret, and those are sacred to our organization. So yes.
So NWOA would have some of the same mandates, if you will.
Mandates.
When I say mandates,
We have rituals that occur depending on the occasion, the situation. So there's memorials,
No, but I
inductions.
mean, in as far as saying not saying, okay, here's the induction date, or is that something someone can say? Well, I'm being inducted today. Can we do that?
Oh,
Because I know
you can say that.
okay,
Yes, yeah.
that's what I meant
Yeah.
because I know they can't even say that they're online or anything like that.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah. Oh,
so
no. There is not an online process.
Gotcha. The next thing is recruitment is what I want to mention about. How do you go out and recruit people for the new members?
Well, of course, we look for like-minded women, women who are professional. With National Women of Achievement, you don't necessarily have to have a degree, but you may have been in your career for a number of years and you are on a professional level. But we are looking for professional women, hardworking women, community service oriented women, women that want to go to the next level as far as their community involvement, as well as want to become sisterly, if not, or join an organization that has sisterly relations.
Okay. And on that note, when you say sisterly relations, we say women, we say ladies, but we also have a part of our organization for men.
Yes, and those are our men are our support. So yes, there is a part of the organization for men. Okay. So there are spouses, our significant others, our sons. They are all welcome to join the men's organization. Gotcha. Men Achievers.
Okay, Men Achievers. Okay, so once someone joins, they get inducted, then they can ask to have their husband to be a part. Oh, okay. When is the recruitment time when is the next induction? And are you looking for recruits at this time?
So our next induction is in the fall. Well, I guess it's winter, December. And yes, any professional female who is looking to utilize her skills and talents as far as working in the community, working with youth, working in the political arena, as well as working with elderly.
Okay. All righty. And is there any, how do I say it? I guess I'll just say it. Are there any, I can't think of the word right now. Is there anyone that would not be accepted? It would have to be a good reson, like yes. one by one.
Right. And I would say that most of the members are recommended. Okay. So they will pretty much become a member based on the recommendation. So everyone who is really a part of the organization has been invited by another member.
Gotcha. But if someone happens to be looking today, they could either contact me, and if I think there's someone I could pass on, or contact you.
Okay. You would have to vouch for that person.
Or the upcoming events, because I know Midtown has some upcoming events.
Yes. So we have some Status of Women events. When I say Status of Women, those are events that actually empower women. And on October 15th, we are having an event for what are we calling it? We're actually working on our skin, making sure that we have healthy skin and a healthy body. So I think that's October 15th, October 17th. We have we're working on a political awareness event in November. We are going to pass out laptops to the elderly in October. We are going to have a coat drive for youth in November. And then we are going to feed some families in November. We have a biannual convention, which is called CONWA, CONWOA, which and that's a Convention of National Women of Achievement. That's what the acronym stands for. And that's biannually. And then we have the Modest Wall Stewart Leadership Conference, which is annually.
Okay. Where is it this year? Well, is it going to be still virtual?
It's virtual.
It's going to be virtual. When is it?
In November.
Oh, it's November as well. Lots goes on in November. Well, do you want to add anything to anything that we've talked about as far as NWOA?
And our chapter? Well, I would just like to say that for me, as the president of the Midtown Houston chapter, I am an advocate for women and empowering women. And so I just kind of feel like if you are looking for a sisterhood and are looking to enhance or your talents and skills and looking for an opportunity for growth and to work in the community, then, you know, come and talk to one of the ladies that are in our chapter.
Okay, and y'all, you know, if it's anyone that knows me, y'all can reach out to me and have a conversation. I'm pretty new, but I can definitely, if I know you, I can mention you to Latricia. And if you want to have more questions, I can definitely hook you up. One thing about Latricia, she's very approachable, and she will talk to you. I was new, and she would call me and just be talking. I'm like, who is this lady? But
that's funny.
And we just start talking. And
yes, and I tell my friends all the time, don't y'all talk to strangers.
Well,
you always talking to strangers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably what we have in common, because I could be out somewhere and my friends be like, who are you over there talking to now?
Right.
And don't let it be a table and we need somewhere to sit and there's one little person sitting at the table.
Right.
We can have a conversation.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I just kind of feel like if you're in my presence, then you're not a stranger. Yeah. It was meant for us to be
definitely
together, and we probably need to figure out what that meaning is or what that purpose is. And sometimes it's, you know, just to sit and we can interchange energy silently. Yeah. But sometimes, you know, oftentimes we need to exchange words.
Well, you know, I've shared with you, actually I shared with the group. I was very transparent about because I think this is one of the reasons why you came into my life out of the blue, is I was always saying, I don't do women. I don't do women. I do not do women. And as a matter of fact, I met one of my favorite people in the world, one of my best friends in the world. I met her, almost didn't meet her because I needed to go out of town somewhere. And some guy friends of mine said, what about her? What about Danielle? I was like, boy, you know, I don't do no women. I'm not going out of town. Yeah. And he said, well, she doesn't either. So y'all will be good. And we have been tight ever since. And anyway, long story short, I think that may be one of the reasons that this happened, because I'm on a journey of trying to open myself up to more sisterly relations.
Right. And it is a journey for those of us who do not do women. But I think in 5th grade, when I had a fight with my very best friend, I made a conscious decision then, because it was not a very good feeling, that I wanted to always embrace women. So I love women. I am a woman. I love femininity. I love everything that, you know, is involved in being a woman, becoming a woman, you know? So yeah.
So, you know, sometimes we have to get past those bad experiences. And so that's where my journey is trying to get back past that. Because you can't let that dwell on forever and ever and ever and ever.
You got to let it go.
I let it go.
You gotta let it
you
go.
And I both are in our 50s now, living empty nest lives. You are living it to the fullest, though. I posted that picture I posted of you for the flyer. That is how I envision you. That is life.
And that is New York.
Yes, New
So
York.
that
You had a
picture
good
was
time.
taken in New York. I was like, oh my God, out of all the photos, she chose that
I
one.
love that. I saw when I saw
Yes.
it last week. I was like, I love that. I have one of. I did a video shoot for my 50th, and one of mine was like, that's it. But
Yeah.
anyway, how do you feel about turning 50, empty nesting? Like, what is that for you?
For me, it's just an opportunity to do me and whatever me is at that moment. You know, I'm living it, I'm doing it, and I am, you know, I am loving being 50. I'm just loving life and everything that this life is bringing me at this point. You know, there is no ceiling. I know that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor entered into the hearts of men the great things that God has in store for me. So anything that I could even imagine is very minute. So I am looking and waiting on great manifestations, and I, baby, am just going with the flow.
Just going with the flow.
And it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
I love that. I was on a radio show. That's how we used to end it every Saturday morning. We ended with "It is what it is." But I like that. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I've got to embrace that. I've got to.
Yes, you know.
I think that's one of the purposes that God brought you to my life, to be honest with you, because you have that. Now, I'm a fun person, but I have those days where, what about this? What about that? You don't seem to have it. And if you do, you know how to get past it. And I like that.
Right. Yeah. And I do have those days, but I've gotten to the point now in this life to where I'm like, you know what? That right there don't even really matter. You know, I'm more into making sure that I am always happy. That's my goal, to continuously be happy, to laugh and enjoy this moment. Absolutely. And this moment is every moment.
It's every moment.
You know, and if it's something that is not making me feel good, then I am going to rethink
what
it.
What advice would you give, or do you give young women about life in general? Young women, let's say our middle school students, when you're talking to them, what type of advice do you give them about becoming the best that they can be?
So one of the things, when I'm talking to my students, I share with them, make sure that whatever career goal you choose it because you enjoy doing it. And you choose a goal because it's something that you want to do, not because your friend wants to do it. Or sometimes you may have to say, Mom, I just can't be a doctor. I want to be a painter. But they have to embrace their skills and talents. And the other thing is, and base their career on that. Because if you embrace your skills, your talents, and those things that you enjoy doing, then it will not be a job. It's your lifestyle. It's who you are, and you are more likely to leave a footprint, an imprint on the world, on the nation. So that's pretty much what I share with them. You know, make sure that you are embracing yourself. And then the other thing is, if they don't know what they want to become, then that's okay, because their career may not have even been invented yet. True. Or created.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we were growing up, there were telephone operators, transcribers, and typewriters. So this generation has never used a typewriter, does not know what a telephone operator is, and never dial 411 to get any information. Exactly. They Google it, right? And so we would never have thought that there would have been graphic artists, YouTubers. Yeah. So when we were growing up, we could not have said, okay, I'm going to be a YouTuber, because internet was not even created when I was growing up. So if you don't know, just keep moving, keep enjoying your life, keep developing your skills and talents. And then at some point, your skills and talents in your career will meet, and you will have come to your destination, your career destination. But in the meantime, just keep doing what you love to do, not what someone else loves to do. And they might say that's selfish, but you are serving yourself while that person is serving themselves. So y'all both selfish. How about that?
Both selfish. So I was, we asked the applications for Project Explore students. One of the questions was one that tripped me out. Some of my students, when it said, who's your role model? Who do you look up to? Some of them said nobody. But anyway, the one that says, what would you do to improve your community? So one of the little boys said, because I have them talk about it out loud before they type it in. And he said, police brutality, police beating up. Well, actually, he said the 12s killing us. And I was like, well, can you tell me what the 12s are? Okay. Police. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's what they calling them?
They calling them the 12s. Now, I don't know why they call them the 12s, but they the 12s. I was like,
I have to Google that.
Look, I told him to take that off of the application, though. I said, baby, let's call them policemen, though. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I asked him, so I said, so y'all, what do y'all think are some of the things that we can do to help this? And it saddened me when he said, there's nothing we can do. We've tried everything.
Oh, wow. So that,
yeah. And so what it did for me was what I said to him was, because I couldn't think of anything, because it just threw me off that he would even say that. And I say this to a lot of people who say, oh, we'll never get past that. Nothing's ever going to change. I always tell them, had John Lewis, had Martin Luther King, had Barack Obama, had that thought, that was no need of me trying this because it's been tried before and it didn't work. We wouldn't have that. Barack Obama would have never been our first Black president.
Right.
So what would you have answered to that?
I would have said, well, first of all, for your middle school student to even say that, that it came from his house.
True. Yeah.
So he's heard his house, his community, somebody has said that. And what I would say is, you know what? You just keep being your best person. And if everybody is their best person, at some point we won't need the police.
How about that?
Come on now. So you just continue to be your best person, do what you are called to do and be, and the police will not even be a part of your equation.
Yeah.
And he just has to be, and our students have to be their best students, because if every student is on task, there's no need for in-school suspension. Teachers can teach and students can learn, but we have to make sure that we encourage them and let them know that they can be the best, and they are the best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a matter of them embracing the greatness within them. Yeah.
Which is another good thing about Project Explore, is that we're able to, if they don't, unfortunately, some people don't get it at home. Right. And I like having I don't want to say responsibility, because I love doing it, but I love being that person who can pour that into students to let them know that, because I've heard so many stories in the past from people saying, yeah, when I was in school, my teacher told me I would never be this, or I would never be anything. And so to know I'm a part of the solution to that. Well, Latricia, we've come to the end of this conversation, but I would love you to leave us with some last awesome words, a quote, an affirmation, something positive to start.
God loves each and every one of us, and that he does not make mistakes. And everything that occurs within our lives occurs for our growth. He is not setting out, I don't believe, to punish us, to beat us down. If God is truly love, then everything that is occurring in our lives is occurring for our growth and to help us get to the next level and the next phase of our lives. So don't worry. Let all your anxiety go. And let's just go with the love.
And it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
Well, Latricia, you have a good time. And matter of fact, can you real quick tell us about the event you're having tonight, that you're a part of tonight?
The event. Oh, so I'm a part of the 100 Black Men Gala in Jackson, Mississippi. But I was invited because I am working on the accreditation of the former Mary Holmes College. We are reopening that college as a university, University of Mary Holmes A&T. And so there is a committee of 10 of us, and we were invited to this event to network. Mary Holmes College was located in West Point, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And so this is a part of a collaboration between business partners in Jackson and West Point, Mississippi. West Point.
Is this a girls' school or is it?
No, it was a 2-year college.
Oh.
Yes, that was started in 1892 by the Presbyterian Church. As a seminary. And so as years progressed, the curriculum changed, the school name changed, and then in 2008, the college closed. And so there are some alumni and others of us who are non-alumni that are working to reestablish and open the college as a university. That name again is University of Mary Holmes A&T.
And why is it important that it opens? Is it because of the
community? Because it's an HBCU.
Thank you.
And we want to keep our HBCUs alive.
There you go. There you go.
We do.
There we go. Okay. Well, thank you, Latricia, for joining me this morning. I know you got a busy day. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
Thank you.
Hope it's not the last time. Maybe we can meet some of the other members eventually.
Yes.
That would be awesome. And guys, if you guys are interested in being a part of a sisterhood, contact me if I know you. Right. Contact me, inbox me. Most of y'all have my number and we can talk. And if there's something I don't know, I can definitely get you in contact with Latricia.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for making the choice to tune into Chat with Trina, and make sure you go to youtube.com/chat with Trina, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. But most importantly, y'all, I needed them 500 viewers. I need 500 viewers by January, and I'm not there yet. So I need y'all to share. I need you to like and subscribe. Bye, Latricia. You have an awesome day.
I love you.
I love you too, and thank you for being you.
All right. See you later. You too.
Thank you again, Latricia, for chatting with me today about the National Women of Achievement Incorporated. I really appreciate all that great information that you gave. And guys, if you're interested in joining the National Women of Achievement, specifically the Midtown Chapter, please contact me at lowrytrina@gmail.com, or you can DM or inbox me, and I will give you more information, get your information, and we can get you started. Our next induction is in April. And after that, I want y'all to remember to go to youtube.com/chat with Trina, subscribe, and then hit that little bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video.